Right now at 10, there's a chance of some severe weather tonight, especially in our northern communities. We have the latest on what to expect overnight. And play it safe. A Campbell homeowner doesn't want history to repeat itself after he says fireworks likely set his home on fire. Plus, Eau Claire's fire department is celebrating a station renovation. Officials say it's long overdue.
Watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozorowski. We are expecting at least chances for potential severe weather tonight. Let's bring in meteorologist Derek Sibley, who's up early, I guess, for your current schedule. Thanks for joining us live tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Glad I could be here with you, and we'll talk about some of the severe weather that's going to be impacting us. And in fact, we're starting to see some of that evidence right now, Ken, in fact, on the latest radar picture, which we'll get to here in a second. I do want to go ahead and start things off with a severe thunderstorm watch that was just issued a couple of hours ago from the National Weather Service, mainly for the Chippewa Valley, and this is going to go until 2 o'clock overnight tonight. And you can see this does include Eau Claire County here as well. So we'll keep our eyes on that. As of right now, in the latest radar picture, you can see there are some scattered showers and thunderstorms, mainly to our north and west of La Crosse. West of Eau Claire is where we're seeing some of those thunderstorms already starting to fire up there, and you can see some frequent lightning activity associated with some of those thunderstorms as well. And on the bigger picture, this is really all associated with a pretty strong storm system that we're going to be watching here throughout the night, bringing us the chance of seeing some strong to severe thunderstorms as well. We also have those air quality alerts that are still in effect here. So those of you that are falling under those sensitive group categories, make sure to limit yourself outside. Try to spend more time inside if you can, and take frequent breaks if you absolutely have to be out there. The haze is still a big problem here that we're dealing with across much of the area. So I'll have a lot more coming up in just a bit. We'll talk about the timing of the severe weather as well.
All right, Derek, thanks very much.
Yeah.
A 16-year-old accused of killing a child on La Crosse's north side was in court today. He is being charged as an adult with 1 count of first-degree intentional homicide. The court ordered media to not use the name of the teen or any identifying information about the victim. On June 14th, police got a call about an unresponsive person at an apartment on Winneshiek Road. When first responders got there, they found child dead with multiple injuries to the left side of her face. Despite the suspect being a teen, La Crosse County Judge Scott Horn said that charging him as an adult is the right thing to do.
He's 16 years old, obviously, because he's over the age of 10, the adult court would have original jurisdiction.
The teen does not yet have a lawyer. Bond is set at $250,000 cash. The teen is due back in court July 5th. 2 people are injured after a crash on La Crosse's South Avenue this afternoon. According to Tri-State ambulance officials, 1 person was taken to a hospital with life-threatening injuries, the other with non-life-threatening injuries. Traffic on South Avenue in La Crosse was backed up as authorities investigated. La Crosse Police, Fire Department, and multiple ambulances responded to the area on South Avenue just south of the intersection with Green Bay Street. Police say an investigation is underway. It is almost the 4th of July, and for many families, that means time for fireworks. But with that fun comes some risks. News 8 Now's Emily Haugen spoke with a man who believes his 2021 house fire was caused by a stray firework and shares how you can stay safe.
Nearly 2 years ago, Terry Larson was out on the river.
I heard the fire trucks coming, and I saw that they went onto the island. I never dreamt that they were coming to my house.
He didn't realize that moments later, he would lose nearly everything.
My sister, who was living with us, she was crying because she had lost 2 of her pets.
He also lost a pet and, for a time, his house. That same night, Larson says his neighbors were shooting off fireworks.
The hot phosphorus from the fireworks do come back down to earth, and many of them don't burn out before they get here.
Larson believes that fire was caused by stray fireworks.
That's why they thought it could have been from fireworks. They couldn't say that for sure. They said the fire appears to have started on your roof.
After over a year, he's back in his home. But he doesn't want it to happen to anyone else.
It was something you don't think about.
Nick Candle, a firefighter with the Onalaska Fire Department, says to be cautious.
We should leave fireworks to the experts.
Candle says it's illegal to shoot off fireworks that explode or leave the ground without a permit. And even small legal fireworks can be dangerous.
Sparklers do burn at about 2,000 degrees. Those fireworks can easily ignite children's clothing.
If you have a permit, Candle says to be mindful.
Be cautious of where you're using them, how close to houses. Like you say, we should always be outside and away from houses and buildings.
Keeping distance so it doesn't happen in your neighborhood.
At the time, firefighters believe the fire was caused by an electrical issue. Larson says he conducted separate investigations after he found the wiring unscathed. Now, as Candlelit mentioned, if you do plan on setting off fireworks over the holiday weekend, you're going to need a permit. Those are issued by cities, villages, and towns. And you can check your local government's website for more details. Candle also says to never relight a firework, even if it doesn't work on the first try. And always keep a bucket of water nearby to submerge your fireworks after you're done. The Eau Claire Fire Station 6 on Gulf Road is now freshly renovated. Fire officials say it's long overdue because the building wasn't originally designed to be exclusively used as a fire station. The building's expansion started in 2018 thanks to a capital referendum. Eau Claire's fire chief says the additions better reflect the needs of the city's firefighters.
An additional 3 bedrooms and a workout area, expanded kitchen and day room, and steam showers for the cancer prevention.
This expansion also comes at a time when the department is hiring more staff thanks to a successful November public safety referendum. Jagger says starting this Saturday, the department will be fully staffed with 5 staff members assigned to this Fire Station 6. Wisconsin's biennial budget is being debated in the Wisconsin Senate. Under the plan, taxes would be cut across all income levels, with the wealthiest benefiting the most. The UW system would get a $32 million funding cut. The Republican-authored plan also includes a bipartisan compromise to increase funding to K-12 schools by $1 billion. Democrats say they're hoping Governor Evers uses his partial veto power to make changes to the plan. Minnesotans can expect to see a different flag flying over their state capital soon. A bill to change Minnesota's current state flag was passed this May. A 13-member commission has been tasked with deciding the new vision. Supporters of the change say the current design violates good flag design. The flag has also been criticized for its imagery, which depicts a white farmer tilling land as a Native American rides off into the distance.
For me, kind of perpetuated a false narrative of what happened to Dakota people in the state.
The redesign group will have 2 members from the Dakota and Ojibwe communities. The commission must develop and adopt a new state flag and seal by January. And the symbols will become official when Minnesota celebrates Statehood Day in May. Still ahead, getting told you have breast cancer can be a scary moment. But there's good news for those who get diagnosed early on. And a study shows that children who read have better mental health. We've got those details just after this.
At Marine Credit Union, we have great rates and an even better mission. With our new certificate and money market rates, you can grow your money and grow your community. Call or visit marinecu.com to find a branch near you.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So let's gear up for it with an SUV like the Ford Bronco Sport. It has a terrain management system with 5 standard GOAT modes, so you can go over any type of terrain. Plus, 4x4 capability is standard across the entire lineup. Be adventure ready with Ford Bronco Sport. Now, get a new Ford Bronco Sport with 1.9% financing for 66 months, plus $2,000 FlexBuy cash, only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Hold on, I'm coming. You didn't tell me you were getting McDonald's.
Try a toasted bagel sandwich and pair it with a $2 medium iced coffee. Now even bolder.
Put the power of News 8 Now in the palm of your hand with the free News 8000 app. Local, regional, national news, and more. Or customize it to focus on regions important to you. Plus, you can submit your own tips. Brought to you by Marine Credit Union.
At Marine Credit Union, we have great rates and an even better mission. Not only will you earn a higher return on your money, you're also helping our community. We provide loans to people who can't get them elsewhere and help families on the path to homeownership. Visit marinecu.com to find a branch near you.
The death rate for people diagnosed with early-stage breast cancer is declining. Researchers in England found a significant decline from the 90s to the early 2010s, from 15% to 5% in the number of people who died after getting diagnosed. Gunderson Health System experts say much of that success comes down to earlier screenings and broader recommendations for those screenings. With the help of annual fundraising from Steppin' Out in Pink, Gunderson Health System is able to research breast cancer in La Crosse. The health system's oncologists say that research is changing the way they treat patients.
what we've found out about breast cancer in the last 10 to 15 years is that it's more than one disease. It's a lot of different diseases, and each of them have their own unique presentation and prognosis. And so we're learning to treat each individual patient with breast cancer as an individual.
The annual Steppin' Out in Pink helps raise money for that research, and that funding also goes towards supporting breast cancer patients in the La Crosse area, including covering costs for mammograms for people who may not be able to pay for them. That kind of preventative care, experts say, is key.
The more screening we do, the earlier we find the cancer. The earlier we find the cancer, the less likely people are to die of cancer.
Early bird registration for Steppin' Out in Pink ends tomorrow. If you signed up today, registration is $20. Tomorrow, that goes up to $25 until September 3rd. Steppin' Out in Pink happens on Saturday, September 9th. Opioid medications are one of the most typically prescribed treatments worldwide for treating lower back pain. A new study found they might not work. The study looked at 310 people who sought help for neck or lower back pain from clinicals or hospitals in an Australian city. Now, participants were divided into 2 groups and treated for 6 weeks. One got a placebo and the other got oxycodone. The study found opioids weren't any more helpful than the placebo in their effects on back and neck pain. Children who read have better mental health and perform better at cognitive tests. That's according to a study published in the Journal of Psychological Medicine. Researchers looked at 10,000 kids in the U.S. Kids who begin reading for pleasure between 2 and 9 years old measure higher for verbal learning, memory, and other skills. They also show fewer signs of depression and behavioral problems. The study found 12 hours of reading a week was the optimal amount. Still ahead, the Fed says major banks could withstand a severe recession. Plus, a UPS strike looms as negotiations with its union breaks down.
Now, meteorologist Eric Sibley, we are tracking showers and thunderstorms here on the satellite and radar picture, as you can see there behind me. Now, some of these storms, as they develop, could turn strong to severe. I'll have the details on them and what we can expect coming up in my full forecast after the break.
Get over 50% off on this sofa chaise right now at the 4th of July blowout at Slumberland Furniture. Up to 60% off list throughout the store, and up to 70% off on clearance items. The 4th of July blowout at Slumberland Furniture.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order,
scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Enjoy the convenience, beauty, and safety of a new walk-in shower or bathtub with new walls, new fixtures, and grab bars. Magnify your delight with new cabinets, sink, flooring, and lighting. Work with experienced designers and relax knowing completion is by our skilled carpenters, plumber, and electrician. Receive our best price anytime, every time. No gift cards, no free stuff, and no pressure. Superior products, superior installation at a price lower than most others. Invest wisely. The Board Store Home Improvements prompt free estimates.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the Governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin, with benefit approvals being issued to veterans in just days, not months. You have already made a most noble sacrifice. You shouldn't have to continue doing so. We are here to support you. With pride in the way, it's never easy to ask for assistance, but rest assured we are here to help. The VRAP team is standing by to help. So call 833-WIS-VRAP or visit VRAPWI.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you. On behalf of the state of Wisconsin, thank you.
Incredible deal on this Sealy Queen mattress for just $3.99 at the 4th of July mattress blowout at Slumberland Furniture. Plus, Sealy mattresses starting as low as $129. Up to 60% off list. What a sale.
The Board Store Home Improvements. Everyday low prices on bathroom remodels for seniors and families. Contact us today for a prompt free estimate.
tracking showers and thunderstorms here this evening, and as of now, a severe thunderstorm watch has now been issued from the National Weather Service, as you can see there behind me. This is mainly for the Chippewa Valley, so if you're in Eau Claire County, this does include you as well until 2 o'clock this morning, and we'll continue to watch this here for you throughout the night. As of right now, things are pretty quiet in La Crosse, but not so much so the further north you are, up towards the Chippewa Valley area. You're looking at heavy showers and thunderstorms that are currently moving through areas like Dunn County near Boyceville there, and just west of the Menominee area. You're looking at thunderstorms also approaching you with some frequent lightning activity and some heavy downpours. None of these thunderstorms are severe, including the thunderstorms that are well to our north here as well over northern Wisconsin. Just west of and north of Rusk County, also looking at some heavy thunderstorms containing some heavy downpours and some frequent lightning activity. And if we widen out the view, you can see in general, all these thunderstorms are developing off the storm system that continue to move towards the east here tonight, and it looks like this is going to be with us here for quite a while. Now, the Storm Prediction Center has issued this level 2 slight risk of severe weather, mainly again for the Chippewa Valley. If you're in La Crosse and south, you're under that level 1 marginal risk of severe weather. The level 2 risk here means that scattered severe thunderstorms are possible. The marginal risk highlighted in green means that isolated severe storms are possible. But the same threats apply, though, no matter what risk you're under: damaging wind gusts, some large hail, maybe even an isolated tornado as these thunderstorms continue to track towards the east here overnight tonight. By 3 a.m., they're going to continue to move east, but then they should weaken here at the same time. And by 6 o'clock tomorrow, everything comes to a close with some passing leftover clouds. And by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, just some clouds here and there across the area. And this trend really should continue too as we head into the later morning hours tomorrow morning. Here's 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We're in much better shape. Lots of sunshine there to work with. Daytime heating, though, may kick off a couple of thunderstorms to work with off to the west, and they slide their way towards the east later into the afternoon before clearing out as we head into tomorrow night. Other than the thunderstorms, it definitely has been a pretty hazy day across the Coulee region throughout the day, and that's why we did have those air quality alerts in effect here today as well. And they're really just going to continue as long as this hazy condition is with us here. And there's that air quality alert that I mentioned, still in effect from the particulates from the wildfire smoke, creating the unhealthy conditions for those sensitive groups here for us to work with. But other than the haze, here's a look at what happened today in La Crosse. It was 86 degrees for the afternoon high. The average is 85, so we're right on point with that. Currently 77 degrees, south winds at 7 miles an hour in La Crosse. Meanwhile, in Eau Claire, your high today was 85 degrees. That occurred just after 4 o'clock. Very seasonable here as well. Current temperatures at 77 degrees with some passing clouds, and winds are currently out of the south. Our highs today reached the mid-80s this afternoon, so again, another seasonable afternoon for us to work with. For tonight, 67 degrees, scattered thunderstorms here overall, some strong south-southeast winds 15 to 25. And for the day tomorrow, 89 degrees with a couple of isolated thunderstorms. It will be turning pretty hot, though, as high temperatures will be just shy of that 90-degree mark. And speaking of that, here's what it looks like over the next 8 days. We got those highs in the upper 80s to approaching those low 90s on some days as well. We do have some slim storm chances that I'm going to keep in the forecast up through the next several days, probably through at least Monday before getting somewhat of a break next week. And then, yeah, it's going to be pretty hot here, too, for the 4th of July holiday, it looks like as well.
That is that time of year.
Yeah, it is.
All right, Derek. Thanks very much. Negotiations between the Teamsters Union and UPS have broken down. The union walked away from talks after UPS delivered a counterproposal the Teamster referred to as, quote, appalling. The issue is money. The union hasn't publicly disclosed how big of a pay increase it wants for drivers, but it points to record UPS profits over the past 5 years and executives earning multi-million-dollar salaries as reasons its members should be compensated better. A strike that has already been authorized by the union won't take place until the current contract ends July 31st. United Airlines is calling for all hands on deck to get out of its multi-day meltdown. The airline has been canceling more flights than any other airline since Saturday. FlightAware shows more than 2,400 flights have been canceled and more than 5,500 were delayed. United reports off-duty flight attendants are now calling in from across the country to staff open trips, and employees are working overtime. United says it'll be back on track for the holiday weekend. A federal watchdog puts a number on how much money was handed out to fraudulent claims more than $200 billion. That is 17% of the $1.2 trillion the Small Business Administration distributed. It amounts to about 4.5 million fraudulent claims. Some of that money was paid through the Paycheck Protection Program, but most of the sum was actually paid through economic injury disaster loans, which people were supposed to pay back. So far, more than 1,000 indictments have been issued on fraud charges. The largest U.S. banks are strong enough to withstand a severe recession. That's according to the Federal Reserve's annual stress test for 23 major banks. The test looks at banks' abilities to lend in the face of hypothetical scenarios like a real estate crash, high unemployment, and trading turmoil. Officials say all banks that are required to take the test passed. They fared better compared to last year. A high-profile lawsuit brought by a small group of TikTok users in Montana is being funded by TikTok itself. The suit challenges Montana's statewide ban against the app. The ban takes effect in January. TikTok confirmed it's covering legal fees for the group, which includes 5 TikTok creators. A company spokesperson says TikTok, quote, supports our creators in fighting for their constitutional rights. The lawsuit is the first to challenge the ban, which would include penalties for the company and app stores that violate it. Coming up in sports, round 3 tonight between the Brewers and the Mets. Plus, we had some action on the softball diamond as well. A couple of Area Legion teams going at it in West Salem. Rob is in next.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. At Mayo Clinic Health System, get personalized specialty care with access to experts from orthopedics to neurosurgery and cardiology to cancer care, all close to home.
It's time for the Quick Trip Fireworks Spectacular, July 1st at the La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway. Features late models, sportsmen, hornets, 6-shooters, the famous Outhouse Novelty Race, and fireworks. Gates open at 5:30 with the first race at 7 this Saturday at the La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway.
Contact North Central Paving to make your life smoother.
Sweet pillows of softness.
This is soft.
Holy Charmin.
Excuse me.
Roll it back, everybody. Charmin Ultra Soft is so cushiony soft, you'll want more, but it's so absorbent, you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Still living with odors? Get back in there and freshen instantly with new Febreze Air Mist. Febrez's new finer mist floats longer in the air to fight even your toughest odors. So long, sticky smells, and hello, amazing freshness. Discover the new Febreze scents today.
Save on your next painting project with 11% off everything at Menards. DuraClean exterior paint will keep your home looking beautiful by providing a weather-resistant coating with crack and fade resistance. 1 gallon just $29.98 after rebate. Choose Dutch Boy Max Bond Plus exterior paint for exceptional adhesion and 1-coat coverage. It's a paint and primer in one that resists dirt, mildew, and repels rain 90 minutes after application. Get 1 gallon for $44.49 after 11% rebate at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Contact North Central Paving to make your life smoother.
It's time for the Quick Trip Fireworks Spectacular, July 1st at the La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway. Features late models, sportsmen, hornets, 6-shooters, the famous Outhouse Novelty Race, and fireworks. Gates open at 5:30 with the first race at 7 this Saturday at the La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Health System. Here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
The summer is the perfect time to work on your game, no matter what sport you play. We've had Legion baseball here in Wisconsin for decades, but now the girls have a way to stay fresh in the off-season. Legion softball finally making its way to Wisconsin. We had a good one tonight. West Salem playing host to La Crescent. Top 2 no score, runner on third for the girls in green. This pitch is going to go to the backstop. Abby Ernster races home. It's 1-0 La Crescent. Third inning now. Post 595 adds another. Molly Bills crushes it to the fence and left. That makes it 2-0 La Crescent, but here comes West Salem, bottom 3. This ball is smoked to left center field. Peyton Sawyer comes in to score. Deficit cut in half. It's 2-1. West Salem not done. Still in the third. Sydney Lorson scorches one back up the middle for a base hit. Post 51 ties the game at 2. But La Crescent answers right back in the fourth. Kayla Langen drops down a beauty. West Salem has no play. La Crescent puts up a 3 spot in the fourth. Post 95 currently rolling. They're up 15-2. In the bottom of the 7th. It was a great evening down at the Park Bowl. Viroqua and Westby looking to add to their deep Legion baseball history. Westby threatening in the first. Cale Griffin lines one out to right. Gavin Larson comes in to score just like that. Westby leads at 2-0 after the first. Viroqua trying to answer. Bases loaded. Clayton Weston lays down the squeeze bunt. Jackson Hoyam slides in safe. Viroqua now trails by 1. Next inning, man on third. Bo Milutinovic grounds this over to short. Griffin Olsen makes a great play to get the out, but a run does score. It's 3-1. But here comes the 138ers. Bases loaded for Tyler Quackenbush. He gets one through to right. That's going to score 2. Viroqua would take the lead and go on and get the win, 8-7. The high school basketball season came to an end about 3.5 months ago. A lot of our area athletes saying goodbye to the game they love at the high school level. But on Wednesday, a few of our area standouts getting one last run on the court, along with the best players in the state. The WBCA Girls All-Star Games tipping off in the Dells this morning. Division 5 up first. Blair Taylor's dynamic duo of Abby Thompson and Lindsay Steen getting one last run together. Cashton's Braylee Hyatt also making the team. All 3 girls representing the South. And the Cashton-Blair Taylor connection on display in the first. Hyatt finding Thompson for 3. Then in the second, it's the Wildcats sharing the floor one last time. Thompson to Steen. She goes off the glass for 2. And the Blair Taylor teammates not done. Later in the quarter, Thompson, the outlet pass right on the money to Steen for the lay-in. Perfect find. South up big. Third quarter now, Hyatt getting involved. Nice drive. Pretty finish off the window. The North would actually get the win 75-68, but special moment nonetheless for Thompson, Steen, and Hyatt as the 3 girls wrap up their phenomenal high school basketball careers. Let's go to Division 4. Bangor's Nora Tucker representing the North. And the South side, it's Aquinas' Autumn Pasale, the blue-gold sharpshooter, making her presence felt early. That looks familiar. Pasale knocks down the 3. Other end now, it's Tucker. She's going to knock down the short J. This game was back and forth all game. Fourth quarter now, game still tight. Melman's Lily Radcliffe going coast to coast. Pretty finish by the Mustang. The South clinging to a 2-point lead late. One last shot for the North. That's no good. The South is going to hold on for the win, 53-51. All right, Ken's forcing me to do this. Round 3 tonight in New York. Game tied at 2 in the 6th until Blake Perkins comes up big. He lines a base hit the other way. Owen Miller's going to race home from second. Milwaukee jumps in front 3-2. And then in the 8th, I'm going to probably be wearing this guy's jersey on Friday. Christian Yelich adds to it. Bases loaded. Yelly finds a hole. That gets through. Scores 2. Brian Anderson scores. Perkins right behind him. Brewers get the win, 5-2. And my morale
I was going to say, your morale is just like that Mets pitcher in that highlight.
But see, I brought the energy. Yep. I'm unbiased as it comes. I'm a huge Mets fan, but I'm in Wisconsin.
Yep.
I'm all about the Brew Crew, baby.
So, I mean, it's essentially a win-win for you, no matter what.
It sure is.
You know?
And it's a win-win for you, because now you don't have to wear the jersey. The worst that can happen is a split.
Right.
I don't want that to happen. So.
Well, it could be all right. Yeah. Be like almost like a casual Friday for us, coming in with baseball jerseys.
I'm down.
Yeah.
If our bosses, if you're watching, how's that sound?
Yeah, good for the social media pages, right?
Yep.
Which jersey looks better? Brewers fans, Mets fans?
I personally like the black Mets jersey. That's just
they are really good. I'll give you that.
I grew up on them. A lot of the older Mets fans don't like it because it isn't traditional. It's not the orange and blue. But yeah. I kind of like when you kind of
a nice little
deviate from the norm.
Yeah, like a little revamp a little bit.
Absolutely.
All right, you're a good sport.
That's fun, man.
Could be a split tomorrow, though.
Yep.
Not all hope is lost.
That's right.
We got more news right after this.
Ashley Stars and Stripes sale is happening now. This weekend only, shop 4th of July doorbusters. Plus, pay 0% interest for 60 months with no minimum purchase. In-store only. And all veterans and active military receive 10% off their purchase. Only at Ashley.
At Marine Credit Union, we have great rates and an even better mission. With our new certificate and money market rates, you can grow your money and grow your community. Call or visit marinecu.com to find a branch near you.
Holiday Inn Express in Onalaska is your corporate headquarters for all business or personal travel in the Coulee region. Conveniently located within walking distance of 6 restaurants, retail locations, and 3 grocery stores. We are at the hub of your corporate visit. With hot breakfast served daily, meeting rooms for corporate presentations, and a state-of-the-art workout facility. We have everything you need for your next business trip.
This time of year has many different names. We call it Showtime. It's when there's work to be done and fun to be had. Plus, it's time for Auto Show, where you can experience new Ford SUVs firsthand. Then head to your Northland Ford dealers for exclusive offers like 0% financing for 36 months, plus $1,000 in open trade assist on select Ford SUVs. It's showtime. Hurry in today. Now for a limited time only, get 0% financing for 36 months, plus $1,000 in open trade assist on select Ford SUVs. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Russell, what does this have to do with law?
Absolutely nothing.
At Marine Credit Union, we have great rates and an even better mission. Not only will you earn a higher return on your money, you're also helping our community. We provide loans to people who can't get them elsewhere and help families on the path to homeownership. Visit marinecu.com to find a branch near you.
Ashley Stars and Stripes sale is happening now. This weekend only, shop 4th of July doorbusters. Plus, pay 0% interest for 60 months with no minimum purchase. In-store only. And all veterans and active military receive 10% off their purchase. Only at Ashley.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Toyota of La Crosse is helping give away a car to help the community. Today, the dealership presented a $10,000 check to the Beer by Bike Brigade to help purchase a new Toyota Corolla Cross. Beer by Bike Brigade will raffle off the new Corolla Cross to help eliminate school lunch debts and assist families in need within the La Crosse School District. Event organizers say this donation was something they were looking forward to.
We did some investigation only to find out that there's a yearly deficit in the school district for breakfast and lunch deficit. So we decided we want to erase that and start all those families from a zero balance the following next year.
The president of Toyota La Crosse says that giving back to the community brings a sense of pride and joy to the dealership.
We know that sometimes students have their best meal of the day at school, and if there's a way that we can help them to eat better and feel better, it makes us feel good.
If you're interested in winning that new Toyota, the raffle will be at the La Crosse Center on July 15th from 1 to 7 p.m. Raffle tickets costing $20. There'll be live music, over 50 vendors, and bingo with a $5,000 one-time jackpot. For more info, just head to our website. We'll be right back after this.
It's time for the Quick Trip Fireworks Spectacular, July 1st at the La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway. It features late models, sportsmen, hornets, six-shooters, the famous Outhouse Novelty Race, and fireworks. Gates open at 5:30 with the first race at 7 this Saturday at the La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway.
Tired of mealtime meh? Give your appetite a vacation at Taco John's. A trip to Crispy Shrimp Taco Paradise with freshly made mango salsa does wonders. Ooh, I think I'm getting a tan. 3 for $6 mango shrimp street tacos. Summertime only at Taco John's.
Are you ready for a red-hot summer? At King Furniture, our prices are... Get your choice of these quality Jackson sets for $11.99. Need something more custom? Check out these 5 England sets for just $14.98. Available in your choice of over 100 fabrics. And in your home in just 30 days. Get your home ready for summer with thousands of items in stock and ready for free delivery. Get into King Furniture while the prices are...
Back when I was a kid, we used to ride our bikes in the 4th of July parade. Then we'd have a picnic and blow the crap out of some fireworks. We had rockets, cakes, shells, missiles, fountains, firecrackers, sparklers. Oh, the sky was filled with bomb diggity hoop like a boss all night long. Get your own sick fireworks at Joe Blow's Fireworks in Reedstown, Ferryville, and Prairie du Chien. For more information, visit jpfireworks.com.
Are you tired of looking out your dirty windows? Coulee Region Window Cleaning is here to help. Locally owned with honest and fair pricing, and satisfaction is always guaranteed. More than dirty windows? If it's on your house, we can clean it. Call 769-7048 today for your free quote and get $100 off your service. Coulee Region Window Cleaning, we're doggone good. Call 769-7048 today or visit CooleyRegionWindowCleaning.com.
If Money talked, it would tell you about the premium ingredients on Taco John's Valuest menu starting at $1, $2, or $3. Hand-cut sirloin steak, crispy fried chicken, and fresh pico. And if your appetite talked, it would say cha-ching. The Valuest menu only at Taco John's.
It's time for the Quick Trip Fireworks Spectacular, July 1st at the La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway. Features late models, sportsmen, hornets, six-shooters, the famous Outhouse Novelty Race, and fireworks. Gates open at 5:30 with the first race at 7 this Saturday at the La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway.
And this severe thunderstorm warning just came in around 15 minutes ago for the Menominee area. So Dunn County, you're under this until 11 o'clock, and you can see some of the lightning flashes from our tower cam from I-94 in the Menominee area. So be careful if you have travel plans up that way. Next 8 days showing that we do have thunderstorms in the forecast through at least Sunday and Monday. As we head into next week, the 4th of July holiday is going to be hot. Those highs in the low 90s.
All right, and have that First Warn weather app handy for any updates in the overnight hours.
Absolutely.
We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.